Well, there are a lot of small communities in Hocking County, small villages that were once very active places like Murray City, Carbon Hill, they were centers of coal mining, and since that particular industry has pretty much gone away, the villages haven't been updated at all. And they finally, EPA came in and said, the common practice over there, running raw sewage into streams, is going to stop.
The company that took care of our solid waste at our sewer plant, our sludge, was retiring. So we had to figure out a new way to dispose of our sludge. So we started out looking to get a new solid waste facility. And that's when we first reached out to Stantec Engineering about helping us with a solid waste facility. That same week, one of their partners attended a meeting with the USDA, EPA, OWDA, and some other agencies. And they suggested that Nelsonville become a regional sewer plant, to build a regional sewer plant instead. And they called us on, the Stantec Engineering called us on that Friday and threw that out to us if we'd be interested in a brand new, complete new sewer plant, and we said definitely yes.
How we were introduced to the challenges was through the Small Community Environmental Infrastructure Group. It was at one of those meetings that our staff became aware of the needs of both the Hocking County communities and their desire for sanitary sewer service, as well as the city of Nelsonville and their desire to upgrade their wastewater treatment plant. The environmental challenges that Hocking County communities faced was unsanitary conditions in both Murray City and Carbon Hill. The agency did some testing out there and found bacteria, E. coli bacteria in the local stream. So that represents failing home sewage treatment systems, which is not uncommon in areas like that. For Nelsonville had an existing wastewater treatment plant, but the treatment plant was very old and was in dire need of repair. So the environmental challenges with them were related to compliance with their discharge permit.
The meeting that we had June 16th of 2017 was, I guess, the pivotal point where we had everybody in the room. We weren't really sure at that point how people were going to come together to make the project work. And everybody was just so supportive of moving forward with this combined project with all parties involved, both counties, Murray City, Nelsonville, Buchtel. I mean, everybody was supportive of doing it for the greater good.
Typically, the SCIG committee, communities take their project to Columbus and present that to the SCIG committee. For this project, the SCIG committee actually came to Nelsonville and had two special meetings with the city of Nelsonville and Hocking County in order to facilitate the communication and to get the project off the ground in the beginning. And that was very important, and I think a huge reason why this project's been such a success.
This is a very interesting project because it involves the construction of sanitary sewers in two different areas of Hocking County and a little bit of Athens County. The one is Murray City, and the other is the Carbon Hill area, which are two separate areas. So there will be miles of sanitary sewers built in each of these villages, and then force mains will convey that wastewater to the city of Nelsonville's sanitary sewer system. The other big component of it is the city of Nelsonville will be building a brand new regional wastewater treatment plant, which will take the place of their old treatment plant and will serve to treat the sewage from both the city of Nelsonville and the unincorporated parts of Hocking County.
We like to encourage shared projects because we're always looking for a project that's going to be feasible and it's going to be sustainable over the long term. And what we find is that when we have a regional project and everybody's on board to make that regional project work, it makes the chance of success for that project much better.
This project's different from a lot of regional projects I've worked on because everybody's been willing from the beginning to work together and to solve their problems, because all these communities and the city and the county, they all have a problem that needs solved, and they've all worked together collaboratively to make it happen.
Well, in this particular one, it wasn't difficult at all. because, as I said, the benefits to both were immediately apparent. And with us, there was no other way we could do this.
You have to, I guess, look at what's best for everybody, maybe not necessarily what's best for one individual part of the group. Nelsonville itself will see its utility revenue increase because we'll have more customers. Murray City and Carbon Hill will get sewer without having to build a sewer plant. And we also think with now having sewer, even to some of the outlying areas, that it'll be more attractive for businesses and new housing developments. So I think any way you look at it, we expect it'll help the economic situation for the whole area.
It's glaringly obvious to all concerned that, first of all, something had to be done, and secondly, that the city of Nelsonville, in this instance, even though in another county, would greatly benefit from this. And if you can show benefits to both sides, negotiations are easy.
The Nelsonville Regional Wastewater Project is a perfect example of what can happen when communities work together in order to solve their problems.